Hey, what's up? This is Static Hazard. You guys probably haven't heard from me in a while. I know it's probably been a month since my last video, but been pretty busy with college and work. Um, I'm a junior in college, so that and working 25 hours a week, it can get pretty busy. So please excuse me for that, but I've got all these great subscribers that I'm really thankful for and a lot of channel views, so I don't want to let that go to waste. And I figured, to fill the void, while I'm not making videos at the moment, and just hold your breath because I've got some good ones coming out. I'll get back into making videos over Christmas break, and I've got at least three big projects, for THI's competition, H3F's competition, and then just some fun ones. Those are coming, so just hang in there. But to fill the void, I wanted to let you guys make some practice montages. I'll host them. They'll get plenty of views, and hopefully you guys will get some good criticism too, so you can, become better editors. Because I know at this day and age, with the big names in editing like Zola, Optimus, Mayhem, Vital, who is my favorite editor, TM22, all those guys, and I know I left out about 50 excellent editors, PTW, ARPI, Zanster, love you, man, sick 3D stuff. Um, Uploaders are beginning to expect super high quality work, like the best, the highest caliber of montages, and that sort of intimidates a lot of the newer guys. So um, I'm gonna have no standards. So like uploaders like FB Walshy, Enigma, Air Guitar, H3 Center, um, all those guys. They see this mediocre work that maybe you guys are sending in, or Windows or views. Maybe you guys are sending in and you're getting shot down because they expect more. So I think this is a good opportunity for you to get your work out there, get in front of a big crowd, think what or get to hear what they think and their feedback, to help you become a better editor. Um, I'll be sure to type each person up a message, and if you don't believe me, search F2M Designs. I saw one of his videos, practice video. I typed him up like a 1,500 word essay, just completely sporadic. It was impulsive, but I like to critique stuff. I'm an artist. Um, I do photography, and it's something that I really like to do. And you know, Lotus Siege, if I might not be the best editor, but I know the methods and how a proper video, especially Halo 3 montage, should be executed. A lot of times I get bogged down by my poor quality from my Dazzle DVC 170 piece of crap, and my old computer system speed, 1 gig RAM. You can't really run anything on that. Um, I have since upgraded to my quad core 8 gigs. It runs pretty fast, and I'm getting into some of the more intense stuff like After Effects, as you see down here. But I think for a lot of you newer guys, this is a good opportunity. I put all my clips, and by the way, these are excellent, excellent, excellent quality thanks to Zam Media. Um, I I really haven't had a use for these because they're pretty old gameplay from about the day the game came out to fall of 2008. Um, I was intending to use them for something and I never got around to it. And since then, the standards for gameplay have been moved up so far by people like Furion, Dutchy, my friend Campy, man. It's people like that. They just raise the bar through the roof to where these are just, mediocre. And I don't want to throw them out in front of a crowd while people are taking me seriously on gameplay because I'm going to get laughed at. They're pretty good still for, all things considered. And then being older clips, there's some exterms. It's not a lot of MLG gameplay. These clips are before the MLG playlist came out, so I wasn't really doing a lot of that. But I don't have another use for them, so I figured, let's let you guys use them, mess around with them. Not very often people get to come across this high quality video footage. So they're on a website called MediaFire. I'll put a link in the description box to the folder. And when you open up the folder, there'll be 2 pages of clips, 35 in total. Make sure you go to the second page. There's more there. I did this so you can take as many as you want or as few as you want. I tried doing WinRAR. I kept getting a lot of error messages on the upload, so I just abandoned that. And I figured that might be for the better, because WinRAR, although it is like the official Halo 3 clip transferring program, a lot of you guys might not have used it before, so that's an extra step that I get to cut out, and I think it might be easier for a lot of people just doing it this way. So download as many as you want, as few as you want. There's 35 in total. The names are pretty self-explanatory, like Guardian, Narrows, those are angles. For the most part, if it's got a number on the end, it's an angle of the clip that doesn't have the number, with the exception of Killtrosity 5, Kilimanjaro 1. These are just 2 different gyros. They're okay. One's in big team, one's in multi-team. Killtrosity 5 is just the 5th one I got on this one account, so put that. This is an angle. But the names are pretty self-explanatory, and you just lower your bar for expectations. They're okay. They're not anything great, but beggars can't be choosers. And then a few tips for you guys getting started. I think the first thing, most important thing, is song choice. This day and age, you want to pick something that is absolutely no affiliation with WMG or UMG, because after the account suspension of FB Walshy for the win, not many people are going to take risks on your song, because it might cost them their channel. We've seen that before. But just go through your songs, pick like a 3-minute song. You don't want to do like super long for this, because it's just a practice. You're just trying some new stuff. And if you do shorter songs, you're not going to use all the clips, and so that way your video will have a better chance of looking, different from other people's. And pick a song with, good potential for syncing. And by syncing, I mean lining up exciting parts of your clip to the music, like gunshots with beats, beatdown, stuff like that. You definitely want to think about that, because that's the #1 thing that can make a montage better. Second thing, I always rate my clips worthy, not worthy, and maybe. And I go through my favorite parts of the song, most intense or something. I'll put those clips in first and work my way around it. But you still want to keep sort of like a storyline. You want to have the beginning hooks you, grabs you in, entertains your viewer, and wants to keep them watching. And you build your action to your finale clip. You want to keep them excited and hooked the whole time. So you don't want to like put a good clip at the beginning and then go to shit and just work your way up. You got to mix it up, but definitely have a finale, because your goal is to, once that video ends, you want them to have to scrape their jaw off the ground, because they're that amazed. And you also need to think about an intro. Intro really sets the tone. If you have a boring intro, your montage is going to be boring more than likely. And I hate people that use Times New Roman in their intros. There's hundreds of fonts. Pick an interesting one. Last thing, less is more. And I think unless you're one of those high-end, really experienced editors, Zola, Mayhem, Optimus, PTW, AAR Pi, Xanster, you're my favorite editor, dude. Vital, well, I'll take that back. Xanster, your favorite 3D. Vital, you're my favorite editor. He brings like a Counter-Strike video feel to the Halo scene, which is not really common. It's just starting to move in. But if you can't pull it off, don't throw this After Effects shit in, because it's going to look really sloppy. So in the sidebar, there's going to be a link to a video called Create. It's a Montage by Ghoster, and it's so simple, but so fluid, smooth, perfectly executed. None of the effects are too over the top, and it's just like the epitome of less is more working to its fullest potential. And I think since a lot of you guys aren't familiar with all these editing systems, that this is a good thing to model your work after. the mood of the editing fits perfectly with the song, and I think um, they just work off of each other to make a really amazing piece. And Ghoster has a lot of credibility in the video community, so it's definitely great to use him as an example. Alright, last but not least, to take advantage of this HD and get the best out of your settings, you want to do a WMV. I think since the clips are in WMV, it makes sense. A 6 megabytes per second, 720 30p video. Make sure it's 1280 by 720, 100 for sharpest. And if you want to adjust the bitrate, go for it. You can mess with some of the other things, but those don't really matter. But thanks for watching. Please send out videos. It's a great opportunity. No deadline. Just send me a personal message and I'll get it uploaded. So, one last thing. Make sure you have gameplay by Static Hazard in association with Project 360 Films and your name or gamertag in it so you can get recognition.